I could steal oh, the Great Salt Lake.
All right, welcome to the happy hour. How you doing, Dave?
I'm fantastic, Jared.
Good, good. Tonight we have Bree Brown. She is a local photographer who's taken the initiative to do some pretty interesting photos in this trying times. How you doing tonight, Bree?
I'm doing really good. Thank you.
Good, good. So let's dive right in. So you're starting up your photography business again. Previously, what type of photographs did you commonly take?
More often than not, I took family photos, but I like to say that I'm pretty well versed. I've done photography for different businesses actually around Tooele, for Corey on Piercings on Vine, and there was a barber shop I did some for, and there was some other small local businesses that I did photographs for. I've done some for children. I've done weddings. I've done boudoir. I've done couple. I've done, portraits. I've kind of done it all.
Nice, nice.
Yep.
And so, right now, the schools everyone's kicked out. The schools are shut down, and
Right.
And a lot of kids have kind of fallen through the cracks on their graduations and high school stuff, and you've kind of filled a gap there. And
It's a big crack too to fall through.
Yeah,
it is.
Really interesting pictures here.
I love the theme. When I saw that, I said, we have to talk to this girl. She's got some talent. Those photos, they just capture the imagination. I swear it's 2020. It just screams 2020 senior picture.
Yeah, it does. It does. I'm going to share one right now on the screen. This is one she sent to me. Now, this young lady she looks like she's in the dance troupe or what are they?
Color guard.
The color guard. Yeah, she's got one of the.
She is captain of color guard.
Okay, and she's got one of those color guard toss around mock rifles, correct?
Correct. Yep.
And she's in her graduation gown, standing in front of an old busted up Jeep. She's got the rifle over her shoulder, and she's the gas mask on. And that's really cool. Can you guys see the photo I've got flashed up?
I can see it.
Okay. Now, a couple things I like about it. She's got, I don't know if she's wearing gloves or they look like fingerless gloves, but there's, details added in. Her fingers are grubby. It's kind of a gritty picture, and I like it.
Yep.
Like The Walking Dead.
Yeah. What'd you do to make her fingers so gritty and all that?
So I don't know if you can tell with the way that the picture is, but I kind of brought out a lot more details. When I started editing, I started contrasting her hands more to start looking like, like she just walked through hell and back and she's ready to fight again.
Yeah. So you did that through the editing portion of it.
I did. Yep.
Kind of made that. Okay. I like it. I like, the gown is still clean, but she looks, gritty and rough in it.
Precisely. Yep.
And you can see
the smoke to come out of the engine.
Yes. So that was actually one of our vehicles I have on my property.
Yeah.
And the engine has been taken out, and it was actually my husband that thought about it. He goes, "This would be perfect." And I was like, "Oh my God, you're right." And he put the smoke bomb inside of it, and we just started snapping away. And I got pretty lucky with her, as I didn't really have to tell her anything. And she knew what I was going for. So we just found the perfect idea and ran with it.
Now, who is this young lady to you? Is she a friend or?
This is my stepdaughter.
Your stepdaughter. All right.
Yep. And I sent her the idea originally, and I was like, would you be okay if we did something like this? And she was on board immediately. And I was like, all right, well, we're going to do something with this.
I think
That
it's
was my
awesome.
fun.
It is awesome. The Jeep adds a texture to it. It's beaten up. It looks kind of like it suffered some heat damage under the hood, and then
Yep.
and I really like the black and white on this photo.
Thank you. I was having a hard time deciding whether or not I wanted to keep it black and white, or if I wanted to, make it color. The black and white just seemed a little more apocalypse style.
Yeah, I like. I really
You got
like.
some color photos too, right?
Yes.
Let's
Yes.
pop that.
Yeah, I have some color photos on there as well.
Oh yeah, we're gonna flash through a few of them.
Now, what do you use to do your editing, Bree?
I use Adobe Photoshop CC, the newest version, and I use Adobe Lightroom.
Okay. I don't know much about editing. Are those commonly used in I don't know.
Correct.
Those are the top of the line.
In this line of work, these are the ones that are most commonly used.
Okay. All right. And here's a color one.
That looks great.
Yeah. That's an awesome picture. Smoke coming from under the hood. Yeah. Do you have any other ideas for pandemic photos? Maybe if there's potential customers out there that want to have a memorable, high school picture taken.
Right. And it's what's funny is not just parents of seniors are contacting me. There's quite a broad range of people that are in all line of work that is beginning to contact me for photos. And they're like, well, can you do this and this and this? And I'm just like, of course I can. Let's do it.
Do some crazy family photos.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I have couples coming to me. I have friends coming to me asking me, hey, can we have gas masks and wine? I was like, I'm all about it. Let's do it. Why not?
I'd like to see some wedding photography come out of this.
Oh, that would be pretty. I like that idea.
Yeah.
I actually know some people. Okay, I'm going to run with that one.
Yeah, even if, the rest, there's a gaggle of photos that do the normal wedding stuff, but there's some that are just, apocalypse romance.
Oh, that would be amazing. I'm gonna start getting a hold of some people that I know, because that would be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. You'll just have to suit them up. And now there's a lot of them on here. I'm just going to go ahead and share the screen as I scroll through the ones you sent me.
Okay.
I like this one. I like that pink smoke bomb color coming through this young lady. And that one's a nice picture. But the one that kind of struck me is this one. Now, is this she's tossing the rifle in the air? Is that what I'm
Correct.
saying? And the rifle, you can see the smoke is coming kind of out of the barrel, out of the muzzle.
Yep.
That's a really cool picture.
Thank you.
But my favorite one is this one.
I love that one. She was actually behind me when I was sitting at the kitchen table editing it, and she was just having a field day seeing these, especially that one and the other one.
Yeah. See, I like this one. Wouldn't be one that would do well for her graduation, I suppose. Not showing her, but it's a kind of an iconic looking picture.
It is, and she said it spoke volumes for Color Guard, and she thought if there ever was a cover photo for Color Guard, it would be this. And I was like, I'll take that as a compliment.
Yeah, and that's one they could use for, posters or motivation. And you can see on it, she's got the gritty, dirty fingernails, just poking her hand out of the smoke. I really like that picture. And then you can see her when she's not gowned up and wearing a mask. She's got the gloves on. She's holding onto a saber and standing in front of the Jeep. I really like these pictures, and I like the idea. I like the idea that you're running with. You're taking this opportunity to change things up,
Very creative.
Precisely.
making
Thank
it
you.
weird. I dig it. I dig it. So what other ideas have you got going on?
A lot of them right now still involve the smoke bombs. I've come to realize that people really like it, and it's done, but it's not overdone. And that's the hardest part when it comes to photography, is kind of stepping away from the cookie cutter area where everybody is.
Mhm.
And so, I'm going to kind of run with the smoke bombs while I still can, since they're starting to pick up more and more. But for instance, like, my nephew was actually on the police force out in Tooele, and I wrote him, and I was like, "Yep, for a photo shoot," and he's all, "What do you have in mind?" And I was like, "Hey, hear me out." And obviously he can't be in his uniform or anything like that, but I'm going to do kind of a photo shoot in regards to backing the blue, because obviously when your nephew's a cop, you're kind of all about it.
Yeah.
And so that's our next one. And I've got some nurses coming to me where we're going to do essentially a healthcare worker pandemic photo shoot, and kind of what they go through on day-to-day basis. And I'm going to try to tell their story while they're on the front line of having to deal with pretty much everybody.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So that's all coming up just this month alone. So it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah. I think it'd be fun if you got like a cute little kindergarten class and got them all together and took.
Oh, that would be a blast. My daughter's actually in kindergarten. I'll get her to wear the gas mask.
Yeah.
Baseball bats and battle axes.
Well, get the kids
Oh yeah.
playing at the park, pop off some smoke bombs and pictures.
That would actually be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I don't think they know what to do with it. But
You've got a
okay.
limited window with kids,
Oh yeah.
You've got to have the camera ready, smoke bomb going, them in mid play, because after it's lit, they lose all attention to playing, and then they're just going to gather around it.
Precisely. You got to just throw it mid play and start taking pictures.
Yeah, but I like it. I like it. So now you're starting your business back up. If people want to get a hold of you to hire you to do some interesting photos, how do they get a hold of you?
So they can either go to my personal page directly, or they can go to my Facebook page or my Instagram. Both is Vassago Imagery. And so if they say that again.
Say the Thago.
Vassago. Vassago. So Vassago.
Ssago.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Imagery.
And
it's a like a hand holding a camera. That's the logo in the front. So I don't think there's any more Vassago imageries out there. I'm pretty easy to find.
Okay.
What kind of camera do you use, Bree?
I actually have a few, but my main go-to is my Nikon D7000. That one's my baby.
Nice.
Nikons are good cameras.
They are. Yep. I think it's more not name brand, but people go more for the name than they do anyway. But Sony, Olympus, they're all really good too. So.
Now, do you do video work as well as photography, or do you do straight photography?
I'm actually getting into video work, little by little. There's a few more things that I want to equip myself with before I go full-blown video. So I've done video here and there, but more so just still photography right now.
All right. I'll have to have you email me the links to your different your different pages for your company. Make sure I get the right ones, and we'll put them in the description underneath.
Okay.
And then people that watch this or listen to this can find it easy.
That works for me.
Maybe you'll get flooded. Maybe you'll have to invest in more smoke bombs.
I've already begun.
What smoke bombs are you using? Are you using like over the counter type Wyoming style, or are you making them?
No, I'm not making. I want to learn how, but I just don't see that ending well for me. I'm very accident prone, so I'm leaving it to the professionals on this one. I actually go online. I don't remember the full name, but it's like Peacock Smoke Bombs. That's who I go through, and they're really affordable. Where most places want $15 for one, it's like $9 for a double-ended smoke bomb.
And do they come? In different colors and flavors you'd want?
Oh yes.
Good.
Oh yeah. Some of them are like solid colors, but more like towards the double-ended ones, they can do 2 different colors at the same time.
Oh wow.
So that's what I'm moving towards. I actually just bought a bunch of smoke bombs since all of this kind of blew up, because now, well, my phone's blowing up. Not that I'm objecting at all.
Yeah.
Business is booming.
That's good.
Yes.
That's good.
It's a good thing, and I can only hope that it continues to go forward from here.
Yeah, for sure. Now, what does your husband, is his work still ongoing, or has he been pushed out the door?
Oh no, his is definitely still ongoing. He's what they would consider essential. So, yeah, his hasn't been affected any, thankfully. He's pretty good to go on that regards.
Good. So now that just helps with more income coming into the house.
Mm-hmm. Precisely. Yep.
Do you have another job you work at the same time, or is this your only?
This is kind of my only thing. Normally, I'm just a stay-at-home mom.
Yeah, you've got the kindergartner. That's definitely a full-time job.
Oh yeah, altogether I have 5 kids. So.
Oh.
Yep.
It's like,
full house.
What was that, Dave?
That's more like 2 jobs.
Yeah.
It's a full-time job, and the photography is kind of my getaway. It's my escape.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's awesome, Bree. I like the pictures. I'm gonna hurry up and flash them up here again while we continue to chat.
So Bree, if a parent wants to do some photo shoots like what you've done for your daughter, what would the charge be for a session like that?
So for a pandemic photo shoot, it's $75, and it's anywhere between a 30 to 45-minute photo shoot. I try not to be too specific because we never know what's going to happen. So I try to give a little bit of a window, and that comes with 10 to 15 fully edited digital images that are uploaded to an online gallery.
That's a pretty amazing price you're offering there, because I mean, I was in the video business for a while, and I'll tell you what, people charge a lot of money for that, and just regular photo shoots usually cost in the hundreds. To get something like this so custom, that's a deal. That is a really good deal.
I try to keep my prices below. I actually get yelled at by friends and family, and they're like, "Oh, you're price gouging yourself. You should raise your prices." And I was like, "No, because I'm not really doing it for the money." Which, don't get me wrong, as every job, it's nice. I do it because I love it. And we're all in such a hard time right now that I don't want to raise my prices. I want people to be able to afford having something done like this for them, especially the seniors who, as you guys put it, kind of fell through the cracks. This is, me being like, "You're not falling through the cracks. We still see you. Let's do this for you." So I've always tried to keep my prices fair, if that makes sense.
Outstanding. I think it'd be a good idea, maybe thinking about setting up a couple days where you set up in a field and the kids line up appropriately distanced from each other, and they, all the ones that want to have an interesting photo like this, come in and get their photos taken. You Lysol the gas mask off, and maybe toss a fake gun in their arms, whatever, and
That's actually a really good idea.
just set up somewhere and say, hey, I'm having these photos taken these 4 days. If you want your kid to have an interesting photo taken, have them come in. We'll take, 3 shots of them, and just perpetual smoke rolling and busted up old car and lots of cans of Lysol.
Yeah, that's actually just getting my hands on Lysol is really hard.
I use a bucket of bleach and water.
Yep.
Well,
rubbing alcohol, just spray it everywhere.
It is a gas mask, and that's how the Army cleaned it. They just had a bucket with 25% bleach in it. Dip it in there.
Right, just dunk it in.
And, you could probably do that. Set up a fan, and if you had 3 or 4 gas masks, you could dip it, hang one, and while it's up there drying, another one's off on a kid's head.
That's actually a really good idea. I think I'll set something up like that, especially like towards now that we're coming into a lot warmer weather. They would be perfect.
Yeah, and let's face it, even if you undercharge, you would come out looking pretty good that day too. I think everyone wins in that situation.
Precisely. I actually really like that idea, and then I can just put it in an online gallery so everybody can get their photos.
Yeah, there you go.
Perfect. I'm actually going to run with that idea. I'm going to set something like that up. That's a really good idea.
Yeah. Now, how you spell the name when you call, what would you call it? The producer? It's a Jared. But yeah.
Good deal.
But yeah, and you could maybe get a hold of a place that has, some decent junker cars.
I actually have some here. They're kind of our project cars, but they're actually, more muscle cars.
Yeah.
Depending on which car you go for. I think that would actually be perfect.
Yeah, for sure. And so if you just set it up at your house, you just set up out your back door.
That's exactly how I could do it. I could just walk out, go to my backyard, and be like, all right, we're done.
Picture starts at this time. They come in, they sign their name, they write down their email, walk on, couple pictures taken. If they want to do it with a group of friends, they can do that. And then when you're done with it, you just shoot them an email and say, here they are.
That would actually be a really good idea. That's probably a lot more, what is that word I'm looking for? It'd be a lot easier for a lot of people versus having to, go out of their way to go from work or what have you. Where if I just did it over a weekend, I think it'd be a lot more people would be available.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you could definitely, and it could be, could be more than just the high school kids. It could be family photos and just whatever. Hey, we're taking pandemic pictures. Show up today. If you want to wear a costume, wear the costume. If not, we'll try to provide something here. But
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the cap and gown and the gas mask I provide. Yay, Amazon. So that way nobody has to worry about, are my clothes going to get stained? What's going to get ruined? Oh no, I'm walking through weeds. None of that. The cap and gown.
This is pandemic pictures. Don't show up.
That's what I'm saying. But at the same time, I could understand they don't want their cap and gown stained with powder and
don't bring that.
Yeah, don't bring your own. I'll supply it. It's okay.
Yeah.
We'll ruin mine. Not a big deal.
I would like that. Maybe get 3 locations, advertise the locations you'll be at what days, and just hang out and say, I'll be taking pictures this day. This is how much it costs. 3 pictures are taken. You show up, we take the pictures, and then I'll email you when it's ready.
That is a really good idea. I'm going to plan a weekend and just do it Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and boom, there we go.
Man, that'd be fun too. It'd be fun.
It would be.
Yeah. Hanging out with all the crazy kids getting their picture taken and might get scary, but yeah. That'd be
a little bit. Kids are they're You
Yeah.
never know what they're gonna do or what they're gonna light on fire, or
Yeah.
life of a kid.
Oh, yeah. I think it's excellent what you've done. Very good.
And thank you.
Very good. So what's your plans for your business after this all ends? Are you going to
I'm
slide back
gonna.
into normalcy, or do you think you're going to stretch out
I
the
don't.
fun?
Yeah, I like when in looking at my other photos that I sent. I don't think I know what normal is.
Yeah. Well,
I,
there was like a modeling picture in there and a motor
right.
picture, right?
Mhm. So that of the woman that I sent you, she was actually my business partner in all of this.
Okay.
Um, so her and I, about 2 years ago, actually started Vassago Imagery.
Okay.
She is the one who named it. It actually is, a term for fallen angel. So that's her. Her name is Miranda, but unfortunately, we lost her on May 1st.
Oh.
Yeah. So when it's not that long ago, but when I lost her, I was like, I am never picking up my camera again. I don't know how.
Yeah.
And so, and then I was talking to my brother one day, and he's like, do you have any idea how disappointed she would be if you did that? And I was like, I know, but Miranda, not only was she the co-owner, she was, as you can see, the face of Vassago Imagery. She was the model who I never had to tell her to do anything. She was just on top of it. You don't find people like that really ever.
Dave's
But my brother was like, "What? Go ahead."
Dave's a handsome guy. If you want, I'll loan him out to you for photography.
I'm all about it. I'm actually trying to get more male models to come and get pictures done. I don't know what it is, but guys are always like, yeah, I don't think so. I'm not comfortable in front of a camera. Where women are more like, and I'm all about it. Men are kind of a little more iffy about doing it. But
It's the difference between the female and male gender psyches. Men are things, women are emotions and moments.
Precisely.
Yep. Photographs are, emotions and moments. Men, it doesn't.
I mean, it's true. It really is. My husband is not a camera guy. He doesn't like the camera. He's like, I don't think I can do this. And first couple poses, he was really uncomfortable. But by the time we were like a complete half an hour in, his demeanor and everything had changed. And I was like, I told you.
Yeah. Well, good. Yeah, I think you could stretch these fun style photographs out. You could do a lot of really interesting stuff.
Yep, and that's the plan. My style of photography is a lot different from others, and that's how I like it. Unfortunately, being a photographer in Utah is extremely difficult because it's probably going to sound rude, but I'm not trying to be rude. It's actually true. But like every mother with a $200 camera is suddenly a photographer. And, they're offering the $40 photo shoots, and that's really hard to compete with.
Yeah.
So it's important to think outside of the box, think where people wouldn't go.
Yeah. No, that's a good idea. And this pandemic thing, that's an awesome idea. I mean,
yeah, it's important for the seniors to know that they're still important and not forgotten about.
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah. There's some, I don't know. My son's long since graduated, but I have friends who have kids who are in high school now, and they explain it that it's almost like everybody's in the mode that if the kid just does a little bit, they're going to pass. They're not really the challenge of school that you'd expect with education seems to have kind of drifted away because everyone's in uncharted territory right now.
Exactly.
The teacher, the administration, all that.
Mm-hmm. And it's a hard one to navigate for a lot of people. You know, even me, I started to have to do homeschooling, and I'm just like, I have no idea what I'm doing. and
My son's not enjoying being a teacher right now. And she's not a teacher normally. But
no, I think next year for Teachers Day, I'm going to be sending bottles of wine and apology letters. I get it now. I get it.
Yeah. Sorry for my child. Yeah. Yeah, it's a tough thing. Well, it remains to be seen. We might I don't want to say the coronavirus is going to change our model, but our response to it might change our whole societal model through economics and through education. And I kind of hope it does. I would like to see new ideas brought forth, students that can learn a little more independence and practice that in school. I'd like to see them build on those, and students that need to have a teacher, let them continue on with the school instruction. But that's just my personal opinion. I lean more towards more liberty and more trying things out instead of just a cookie cutter approach.
Precisely.
And did you learn how to edit over the internet, or did you actually have to do a formal school to learn how to do that?
I never went to school for it. A lot of it was just trial and error, honestly. The way I learn is I just start pushing buttons to see what it does. And over the span of so many years, that's kind of how I learned to do all these little different things. I mean, if it was something that I, for the life of me, could not figure out, like how to take something out of a picture, the internet was great for that. Hail Google. But a lot of it was just trial and error and trying to figure out how to do it.
Mm. Well, you do awesome work, that's for sure.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And one more time, what's the name of? Well, they can find you at Brianna Brown on Facebook, and that's Brienna, right?
Brienna, but it's actually just Bree Brown, Bree.
Bree Brown on Facebook.
Yep.
Okay.
And it's just a black and white photo.
Yeah. Go to Bree Brown on Facebook. You can hit her up there, or go to the Instagram or your. Is it a internet searchable site? The other one?
The Facebook one?
Not the. What are the? You had your Facebook. They can find you, and then your two. Instagram, so they can find you on there. And again, one more time with the name for that.
Vassago, Vassago. Imagery.
Okay, Vassago Imagery. And
yes, on Instagram, there's an underscore between the two words.
Okay, and on Instagram, it's Vassago_imagery. And Vassago means fallen angel, correct?
Correct, yep.
Right. Yeah, I like it. And they're beautiful pictures. And I'm sure your daughter's impressed with them too. I mean, right now, as it stands, she has the coolest graduation pictures.
She does. She actually was sitting behind me when I was editing them, and she said, I love that one. I really love that one. I really love that one. And I was like, that's, her opinion is the most important opinion to me, because she's the one going through this, and she's the reason I did them.
How's she feeling through this?
Frustrated. Very frustrated. I think she was pretty defeated when she heard that the graduation ceremony was going to be canceled. Thankfully, a lot of schools stepped up and was like, yeah, I don't think so. So, that helps a little bit, but it's kind of, I don't think she'll come out and just flat out admit it. But I think she feels like she's kind of been thrown under the bus, like a lot of seniors have, just kind of forgotten about and not feeling very prioritized like they should be.
Mm-hmm.
So this helped a little bit. At least I would like to think it did.
Well, I've heard that some Grantsville mothers are get that amphitheater at that bar up South Willow, or not, up Box Elder. They're kind of hiring that out and going to have just a graduation up there.
Oh, nice.
Mothers and students. So, you know, a lot of people are angry about it and crying, but, you know, just going to have it open to whichever senior wants to show up, and everyone else come up and celebrate them.
I mean, as long as like you practice social distancing and you're safe about it, I think it's a really good idea.
Yeah.
They deserve it. They've worked really hard to get to this point for it just to be taken away from them. They don't deserve it.
Yeah.
Not that part, anyways.
Yeah. No, I think they need to celebrate it. And hey, it might turn out to be better. I mean, they'll be celebrating it on their terms and not the schools.
Precisely.
And it won't be held at the county rec center or whatever that place is at Deseret Peak in the rafters and smell month-old circus up in the mountains.
It'll be good for them, the ones that do attend.
So they'll make it so that they have the coolest graduation ever.
Yeah, it's definitely going to go down in the books, one way or the other.
It already has, I'm sure.
Yeah, precisely.
Yes. So, I guess we'll cut you loose, but when you do get your business up and running, or when, especially when you get your dates planned out, give us a holler so that we can also advertise it here and let people know here, and we'll share it on our Facebook page and all that stuff as well.
Perfect. I really appreciate that.
If there's anything we can do to help, let us know. I have some old military stuff.
I'm all about it. If you're willing to let us use it for a little bit, that would be great. Any and all props that I could get my hands on is even better.
Yeah, I've got some old Kevlars and tactical equipment. But yeah. So
about the rocket launcher.
Yeah, you got a rocket launcher.
That would be great. Can you imagine a senior in a cap and gown with a rocket launcher?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That'd honestly be pretty amazing.
Yeah. Well, I was 17 when I joined the Army, so.
Oh, wow. Well, thank you for your service.
Well, we're both veterans.
Oh, both of you are? Well, thank you to the both of you.
You know, I was 17 too, Jared. My dad signed me.
Yeah, had to have my old man sign. My grandma yelled at the recruiter and my dad.
It was all my dad's idea. He's like, I got an idea. Here's a dotted line.
Oh, your old man signed you up, huh?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He had this great idea.
Yeah.
21 years later, huh?
Yeah. I appreciate what you're doing for the kids. I like it. And
thank you.
If there's anything that either of us can do to help, please feel free to reach out.
Of course.
If we can figure something out or find something out, reach out. I've got a master's degree in scrounging, so I can usually scrounge.
Whatever things that you think of that would be good, I am all about it.
Good.
So all you have to do is hit me up and be like, hey, I got this. And I'm like, sweet, let's use it.
All right. Well, I'll gather some equipment together for you, and we'll hand it over and just run with it.
I intend to. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to meet a lot of fun people.
Yeah. You're going to make these kids' year,
That's the goal.
And you could have it set up to where you take the cute picture and then then a couple gruesome pictures, and then this is really awesome.
Yeah, that's a lot of parents are messaging me, asking me if I will do like their formal senior pictures and then turn around and do the pandemic. And I'm just like, of course I will.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I?
Yeah, you could have
I'm all about it.
the front of your house, you have a setup for the cute pictures. You know, I don't know what they put a swing out there or something. I don't know. And then in the back, you have the smoke bombs.
Exactly. And I live on a farm. So, I mean, it's well versed in everything. If I want to go pandemic, I can go to a certain side of my property. If I want formal, I can go to the other side and get the perfect backdrop. So it's the possibilities are endless.
Oh, yeah. I dig it. All right, Bree. Well, thank you very much for coming on.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, when you get the dates nailed down, reach out, let us know so we can throw it out there for everyone.
Absolutely. It'll probably be after the first week of June because this month is getting really busy. So far, since this whole pandemic photo shoot, the weekends are getting pretty full.
Mm-hmm.
So probably towards the middle of June is when I'll do it.
Okay, perfect.
Awesome.
Thanks,
Have
Bree.
a wonderful night.
Thank you both. You have a great night.
Yeah, and everyone have a good happy hour. Enjoy your drinks and, carry on. I'm
Cheers.
drinking Jameson and some random IPA I picked up at the liquor store.
That actually doesn't sound too bad.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
it's pretty good.